Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Dean and I'm the founder of the Wrexham Academy of Screen Acting. And today we're going to be delving into a topic that is super important for you budding actors out there. And that is how to get an acting agent. Now, I've been hearing a lot of questions about this, both from my teaching experience and just general chit chat. And I just wanted to say that hopefully I've got your back. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down the entire process of getting an agent step by step. And by the end of it, hopefully you have a clear roadmap to find that perfect agent to take your career to the next level. But before we start, I want you to remember that what I'm about to give you are loose guidelines. Guidelines that change all the time in the industry. There's no one-size-fits-all solution here. Every actor's journey is unique, including my own. Now let's talk about why having an agent is so crucial. Think of yourself as a business and your agent as a business partner. The product, well, that's you. And an agent, if they're good, is well connected. They'll get you the auditions you want, negotiate those contracts, and guide you through an intimidating and often brutal industry. Throughout the video, we'll also discuss the key qualities that agents are looking for in actors, explore the different types of agencies out there, and we'll address some common obstacles that you might encounter when you're trying to find representation. So, whoever you are, whether you are a seasoned actor looking to just level up or somebody who's just starting out, I promise that you will gain valuable insights from this video. So if you're ready, give that like button a friendly tap, subscribe, and let's get on with it, shall we? So, do we really need an agent? Short answer, yes. Here's why. An agent gets you access to auditions. Agents have access to auditions and casting calls that you may not even hear about otherwise. Good agents get first dibs on casting calls from production companies. A well-respected and connected agent can get your foot in the door before anybody else. They have negotiating power. When it comes to negotiating and scrolling through contracts, agents are your secret weapon. They'll make sure you get the best deal possible, both in pay and working conditions. And this is extremely helpful, especially if you're someone like me who has no idea about the legal system. Career guidance. Think of your agent as your career GPS. They'll help you make strategic decisions that align with your long-term goals, whether that is for theatre, TV or film. It's good to have someone in your corner, like a boxer with a coach, but it's not just the practical advantages. An agent can also provide that much needed confidence boost to help you forge your path in acting. Knowing that somebody is there to vouch for your talent can be incredibly empowering. Characteristics of a good actor. You have to be good at what you do, or at least show potential. And agents want to see this before considering. You should have the qualities that not only make you a standout performer, but also someone an agent would be proud to represent. Here are some, in my opinion, of the key characteristics you should have as an actor. Versatility, with emotional depth and empathy. A strong work ethic. Agents appreciate actors who are disciplined, punctual, who will turn up on time, and be willing to put in the effort to perfect their craft. Professionalism. Are you workable? If it's hard to give you advice or even get in contact with you, that's stress that the agent doesn't need. Continuous learning. The best actors are always looking for ways to improve. Whether it's taking acting classes, studying scripts, or seeking feedback, the learning journey never really ends. And finally, and probably the most important, resilience. Unfortunately, rejection is part of the acting game. And I'm sure that agents really appreciate those actors who can take the setbacks, get knocked down, get back up, keep pushing forward, undeterred. Remember, nobody's born the perfect actor. You have to work at it. It's all about growth and development, a lifelong learning process. I'm still learning, but if you're working on these characteristics, I believe you're on the right track. In the end, it's about having a passion for the craft and a desire to tell stories, and it's about being the best you can be and having someone like an agent be there to back you up. So, what are the different types of agencies? Agents all do the same thing pretty much in terms of representation, but they all differ very slightly in makeup. So what types of agencies are out there and which one is the right fit for you? Boutique versus large agencies. Boutiques are smaller, so the majority of boutiques are much smaller, so they are able to have a smaller set of actors on their books, so in turn it gives a more personalised approach to representing you as an actor. They're great for newcomers, and you'll be the priority for the castings that ever come into the office, and you'll be able to grow together as an actor and an agent, and if one of you becomes successful, both of you can become successful. You'll be growing together in the industry. However, because they're new or smaller, they lack the networks and miss out on the big projects that might come about. On the flip side, larger agencies might have the resources, but may prioritise their established actors on their books. And because of that, you may get lost in a sea of actors and get reshuffled to the bottom of the deck. So beware, you may get lost in the shuffle as a newbie, and with quick turnovers, you might risk getting dropped if success doesn't come so swift. Local versus national versus international agents. So if you're based in a small town somewhere, sometimes it's good to get the local agent just to get your jobs and get your foot in the door. Going international. As a UK actor, I've always thought about getting an American agent. I once dreamed of aspiration, but over the years, the industry has evolved. In the past, it was common for casting directors international to prefer in-person meetings, which made having an international or an American agent the right choice if you wanted to get into the room. Now, with self-tapes and online castings, UK-based agencies can have access to international opportunities or meetings just as easily as anyone else. So the need for an international agent is, I would say, definitely less relevant than it ever has been, especially when you're considering all the commission costs, extra 15%. Your choice should align with your career goals and project preferences. Whether you seek specialised support for a specific niche or value the diverse opportunities a general agency can offer you. As we've talked about, each type of agency comes with its own pros and cons. It's essential to weigh these factors based on your unique goals and where you want to be as an actor. But the key is to do your research. Reach out to some of the actors who are represented by these agencies and get a feel for what suits you best. But ultimately, finding an agent is about building a partnership. It's about finding someone who believes in your talent and shares your vision for your career. Now it's time to roll up our sleeves and get into the real meat of it. The step-by-step guide on how to secure that agent you've always wanted. I'm going to walk you through the process of preparing your portfolio to sealing the deal with your agent. This is a framework I've used in the past to help me get a decent response rate. Portfolio preparation. So I think I want to kick things off first by discussing those all-important headshots. Headshots are your first impression, so make them count. While professional headshots can be a little bit pricey, they're definitely worth the investment. If you happen to know a talented photographer, that's a bonus. Just make sure the headshots pop and stand out. I got told from a headshot photographer that it takes a millisecond for our brains to decide if they like something. And it happens so quick we don't consciously decide to like something. So seeing something and liking something is definitely more of a subconscious thing, and your headshot is going to tap into that, especially for the agents and the casting directors who are going to be looking at them. So choose a photographer that can give your headshot a unique touch whilst also staying industry relevant. Your CV. Now, having a CV with credits is beneficial but not essential. If you're just coming out of drama school or getting into acting completely fresh, you won't really have any credits to speak of. But that's okay, because we all have to start somewhere, right? Trying to pad your CV out with odd credits like a post you got a few likes on or an old school project, or worse, you just make it up. Let's put it this way, it won't do you any favours. It might even make you look less serious about the craft. And if I was an agent, I would much more appreciate honesty, wouldn't you? So, importantly, don't be afraid to embrace your starting point. Show reel. Now I could do a whole nother video on what makes a good show reel. But the most important thing is that if you're making one, you got to make sure that whatever you put on there looks good. Have scenes on there that look professional. Don't have scenes on there that's just you standing in front of a camera reciting lines or doing some TikTok dance. That will put an agent off instantly. I think it'll put anybody off. Showcase your best acting moments and show what you sell. And if you're thinking, oh, but I've only got one scene, that's totally okay. If it looks and sounds great, then just include it. Even if it's just the one amazing job that you've done, I think that agents will appreciate quality over quantity. And please don't think that you need to pad it out or make it longer by squeezing your good scene in between two scenes. Just do yourself a favour. Cut the Now what if pulling together a show reel still feels impossible? No worries, there are other paths. You got to consider getting on stage. Invite the agent to see you perform live in a bit of theatre. Offer them free tickets. And I'm just saying, but if they're coming from far out, you might even want to pay for the travel expenses. Don't give them any excuse to say no. Research and targeting. Now it's your job to research potential agents and agencies to help find your ideal match. And don't forget, it's as much about finding the right match for you as it is for anything else. Like finding the perfect fitting shoe, it should be a cohesive and comfortable partnership that helps you achieve your goals. Ask yourself, will the agent understand your needs and desires? Are they easy to communicate with? Because you don't want to be stuck with an agent that you cannot connect with. And why don't you take a look at their roster of actors and their track record? Do they have anyone like you on their books? If not, then they might be glad you came knocking at the door. And to find agents, you could just type it in Google, acting agents in your area, to compile a list. Or for deeper insights, you can explore IMDb, where you can find extensive information on agents and actors and their contact details. While IMDb offers a paid version for more comprehensive data, which is a little pricey, I must say, it could be a valuable investment for your research. Now it's time to craft a compelling pitch. Think of your cover letter as your ticket in, so make it concise and straight to the point. Agents receive tons of emails daily and they do not have time to sift through lengthy essays every day. Be honest about your CV and your accomplishments. Like we said, if you don't have much, then that's okay. Just be honest. Explain why you're reaching out, that you admire their roster of actors. To help you further, you can get my free cover letter that I've sent out to agents in the past with a good response rate. Just click the link in the description and sign on to our mailing list at the WrexhamAcademyofScreenActing.com website. Each step in this guide is critical, but loose, individual to you solely. You have to adapt it for you. And remember, this process is all about showcasing your unique talent and making a memorable impression. And remember, you're not just looking for any agent, you are looking for the right agent. As they say, your vibe attracts your tribe. So be authentic and let the right agent see your potential. So that's it. Keep trying, keep learning, keep pushing forward. Your acting journey is uniquely yours and it's worth it every step of the way. And if you enjoyed today's video and found it just a little bit informational, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share it with other fellow aspiring actors. Also, I want to hear from you, our fantastic audience. Your insights, experiences and questions is what is going to make this community so special. So, I'm inviting you to be part of the conversation and share your thoughts with us. Share your stories, any interesting experiences in your journey to find an acting agent. Share in the comments below. Your journey might inspire somebody else. And ask questions. If you have any questions about today's topic or just acting in general, just leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. And don't forget to engage with your fellow viewers. You never know who you might connect with. So that's it for today. I'll be back with some more exciting content. Yeah, this is brand new, so I'm a little bit but hopefully I'll get better as time goes on. Hopefully you still enjoy the video. If you are interested in acting and you're in the Wrexham area in the UK and the surrounding areas, you can look us up on our website, www.wrexhamacademyofscreenacting.com. You can find us in the description anyway. Until then, stay engaged, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.